Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. The Atlanta Braves going up against the New York Mets. Today we get to see the hottest bat in the league. He's been cranking home runs, Chris.
Yeah, going yard is hard enough, but he's doing it game after game. Just incredible. This guy's swinging like he's got a cheat code.
Pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to roll. And starting this one, David Peterson. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club. And coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
Swinging a foul straight back.
First pitch, 7-11.
Next offering is fouled back. Goes down looking.
Man, he had the stanky leg on that one right there. That curveball just locked him up.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. A switch hitter batting right.
Albies is playing on the road, so you know that means he's been FaceTiming with his pet fish. This guy owns a few home aquariums, and it's no secret he likes talking to his fish when he's away. In fact, Albies had cameras installed so he can check on the fish anytime he wants.
One out, base is empty. Splits the plate, and the count is 0-2. Out to center. Series sizing it up. And he makes the catch. 2 away now. Here's Brian Snitker's lineup for the Braves. 1 point of concern hitting in that 2-hole. Ozzie Albies.
Yeah, that batting average certainly stands out in a negative way. He just hasn't put it together all season long. The consistency hasn't been there. I think there's been some bad luck as well, and that can factor in at times. It can also get into your head. Ultimately, I know it's a disappointing campaign for him so far. I think it'd be really nice to see him turn things around and help out this club a little bit more. Stop focusing on his individual performance and focus on that W.
Ronald Acuna Jr. in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Acuna with an uncharacteristic stretch of poor play lately. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Even superstars have their slumps from time to time, Boog, and he's no exception. He's too good to struggle much longer.
He locked him up, and that'll do it. The inning is over. It's the Braves nothing. Mets coming to bat. Back after this on the show. Back here with my pal Siggy. And on the hill in this one, Grant Holmes. What do we have on him?
Oh, you know this guy wants to be better than that. I mean, the ERA is bloated. He understands that he's got to put his team in a better position to win ball games. And at this point, you have to forget about your own individual stats, and you have to go out there and attack and try to get that W. And if you do that, you'll look up, and most likely that ERA will have dropped over time.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Leading off, Francisco Lindor, 0-1.
No ball, 1 strike.
On the ground, right side. Albies throws to first in time. One gone, bottom half of the first. Here's a Mets lineup now. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Jose Siri.
Boog, he's slugging over 550 this year. We're talking total bases via home runs, doubles, triples at times. He's shown some big-time power this year, so I'm going to be looking for him to make an impact with the bat in this one, no doubt about it.
And now it's Juan Soto. Soto with a homer in his last game. And a breaking ball misses outside.
1-0.
Swung on, belted. That one carried. And out of here. His second homer of this series. It's 1-0. And that's his 5th straight game leaving the yard.
And Boog, if he goes a game or two without hitting a home run, he's going to feel like he's going to get sit down to the minor leagues. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Here's Pete Alonso. Comes into this one with more homers than anyone in the National League. And first offering is fouled off. In the air, center field. Acuna has it sized up. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Out number 2.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And that ends the inning. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. It's an early 1-0 lead. You're dialed into the show. Back here at Citi Field, all set for the start of the inning. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Marcell Ozuna.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
Peterson back to work. And there's a strike.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
The other way, and it stays fair. Here is Austin Riley.
He really needs to start making more contact, averaging 2 strikeouts per game over his last 5.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
Riley is one of those players that made his presence known in the majors right away. He hit a 438-foot home run off a Michael Wacha fastball in his second at bat, which is probably the best way to make a first impression as a rookie, dude. Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches down an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
And down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Here is Matt Olson. That one at the knees for a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Man at first, 1 away. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Ooh, Rusty Valentine umpiring behind the plate in this one. He has what you might call a tall strike zone, both at the letters and down below the knees.
Yeah, and I'm sure that helps a lot of pitchers we see today who like to work up, down, trying to change eye levels and swing paths.
Yep, exactly. Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Here's Jared Kelnick. Right down to shoot, and it's 0-1. Ozuna, the runner at first with 2 gone. Late on that fastball.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Mets 1 and the Braves nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the third baseman, Mark Vientos.
Vientos.
And that is out of play. And the 0-1. Fouled off. He was late. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout.
We see a lot of pitchers working the upper part of the zone these days, especially late in the count. But here, he goes high and hard twice to start the at-bat. At that point, it's really tough to have any idea what's coming next if you're in the box. Makes you very vulnerable to a good breaking ball like that down below the zone.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Francisco Alvarez. Close, but called the ball. And that's ball 1. Right-hander kicks, deals.
Ball 2.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Late with the swing there.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Not close with that one. And now 3-1. And that one clips the corner.
3 balls. 2 strikes.
And he grounds one to the right side. And that chance handled. Tosses to first. Now 2 away.
Batting 7, the designated hitter, Tyrone Taylor.
2 outs, base is empty. Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. On the ground to the left. Allen on the run, sends it over to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Nothing doing for the Mets, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Back here in Queens, top half of the third inning. Here's the catcher, Drake Baldwin. Swings through that.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Next offering is in the dirt.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
And a foul ball. Line drive. Makes the grab, 1 away.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Nick Allen batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
1 strike.
That's in there. And that one ripped to left. Nimmo squeezes it. 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II. Struck out looking his first time. That's to third. Vientos whips it to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Braves go down quickly here. They still trail 1-0. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. And stepping in for New York, Luis Angel Acuna. Fly ball to right. And Acuna able to make the grab.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And first offering is fouled off. Siri went deep in his most recent game. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. And that one fouled off. Next pitch is downstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a fair ball. Man at first, and
now
next for the Mets, Juan Soto. He's already homered here in this one. On the ground, right side, Albies. The throw to first, and that's the 3rd out. Mets strand 1, but they lead it 1-0. Back here at Citi Field, out of the 4th, Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
Lindor. And Albies is retired.
Now batting, the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Here's Acuna now. Struck out looking at his first at bat. And a big swing and a miss.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
And that one is lifted in the air. Soto sizing this one up, corrals it. And there are 2 outs.
Now batting, designated hitter, Marcell.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Well, he's been having a great year this year and hitting home runs at a good clip, and the matchup is very favorable.
That one's in there, 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Down in order go the Braves. And it remains 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. First pitch misses. Drilled out towards left center field. That one carrying. gone. He'll touch them all. It's 2-0. That adds another game to his hitting streak, Chris.
Yeah, he's been doing so many things well at the plate and clearly driving the ball with some authority as part of that. He's really dangerous with the bat in his hands right now. Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? But a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Here's Brandon Nimmo, 0 for 1 so far. Now a drag bunt, third base side. Grabs it barehanded, over to first. And that's a great play for the out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Mark Vientos.
Now the third baseman, Mark Vientos. He swings and misses at the first pitch.
0-1.
0-1. One down, base is empty. That one hit to right. Acuna. And there are 2 down.
Now batting, catcher,
2 down, base is empty. And here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. In the air, right field. Diving, it gets down. Could be extra bases. Alvarez through second. Relay to third, in there safely. So a runner at third, 2 outs. Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. Grounded out to short in his first trip. And a base hit knocks in a run.
Comes through with the RBI. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Luis Angel Acuna getting ready to hit. Fly to right his first time. Runner on the move. Throw to second. Out there. And the inning is over.
The catcher definitely was ready for that stolen base attempt. Got in position quickly. And a strike down the second base to end the inning.
Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Peterson back to work. Looked like it was a little bit up.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Swing and a miss. That's strike one. Riley was a kid in high school that was scouted by most teams as a pitcher. In fact, 95% of the teams wanted him as a pitcher. And I actually asked him, were you interested in being drafted as a pitcher? And he told me directly, no, I hated it. My arm hurt all the time. Alonso steps on the bag. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Matt.
And the batter now, Matt Olson. Fly to center his first time. That one's in there. It's 0-1. The Braves trailing by 3. And we're at the top of the 5th. Fastball for a strike. Swings and misses. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Jared Kellner next up for the Braves. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. 2 out, space is empty. Waves at the bender for the strikeout. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They trail in this one 3-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Out to short, Allen. Throws to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
Now batting, center fielder, Jose Siri.
And now it's Jose Siri. Struck out swinging his first time. Outside low, ball 1.
These hitters are going to have to find a way to be a little more patient, see more pitches per at bat. Otherwise, that bullpen's not going to have to work over there, and it's going to be advantage pitching all game long.
Rip to short. On to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Mets, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Back to the top of the Mets order. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Francisco Lindor. 1 for 2. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. And that keeps the inning going. Here's Juan Soto. He's already homered in this game.
Soto.
In for a strike. Good slider. Throw over to first. Lindor back in there. Lindor on the move. Swing and a foul straight back. Lindor leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That one is absolutely belted. That's back. It has the distance. Gone. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 5-zip.
His confidence is through the roof with the way he's been swinging it lately. He's on a really good run. I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Grant Holmes is done, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now
Bryce Elder on to pitch out of the pen here.
Don't expect to see a whole lot of swings and misses, but he's going to compete out there on the mound.
So 2 down. Pete Alonso up now for the Mets. And he dropped it. So that's a foul ball, and he gets another chance at the plate. Elder fires. Foul ball. Chop to the left side. Riley. That's the 3rd out. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And the lead is now 5-0. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. And we're back. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Drake Baldwin. Right through there for a strike.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there. Well, a big lead like this is comfortable many times, but not when these two teams are matching up. You got to continue to keep your head down, play catch with that catcher, and just try to move through this lineup.
They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. 2 of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday, another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Back to the top of the lineup, and now the center fielder, Michael Harris II. 0 for 2 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a foul out of play.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Missed inside with the curve.
1 and 2.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Look at me. Not measuring up how I want to be. Pleased with small things and downgrades. Never had to be new to me.
Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets.
The left fielder, Brandon
Nimmo in his 9th season, 31 years old, and he's been wearing out home plate lately. He scored 10 times in the last 10 games. Tap foul at the plate.
Well, these Mets doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Started to go after it. Now we'll look down to third, and that's a strikeout. Mike Fillmore says he went around. So digging in,
now
Mark
Vientos. Third baseman.
Trying to keep that hitting streak alive. 10-game hitting streak for the young man.
First pitch swinging, and it's a knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Singy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't, and this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row, man, that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
Next to hit, Francisco Alvarez.
No ball. 1 strike.
And now the 0-1.
Ball.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. Feed to second, that's 1. And it's a double play to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We're through 6 full. It's the Mets 5 and the Braves nothing. welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. And it's fouled away. Strike 3, and now 6 strikeouts in a row.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically, he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Swings through that one out in front that time. Line drive, caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Atlanta's cleanup hitter, Marcell Ozuna. And that misses. Ball 1. The Mets leading by 5 here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. And that is that. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game center.
The designated hitter, Tyler Taylor.
Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
And he lays down a bunt. And he beats it out. It's a bunt single to start the inning. Well, Singy, that was really nice looking. Able to get it down and in a good spot.
And he makes it look easy. Bat angle was perfect. Barrel stayed above the hands. Could almost walk to first.
So a man at first. Here's the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna. Elder keeping him close. Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second, and he's safe.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
Comes up empty.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Lifted in the air, right field. Makes the catch. Runner tags at second. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play.
When you're already in scoring position, if you decide to tag, you really want to be more than 100% confident that you can make it safely to third, because otherwise you take a potential run-scoring opportunity off the board. Great throw to third.
Now at the plate, Jose Siri. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Under it is Acuna to make the grab. And that is that. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Mets 5 and the Braves nothing.
Now pitching for the
Now on the
Mets,
bump, Sean Reed Foley.
number 71.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
The batter now, Austin Riley, a former first-round pick, and he's really turned into a nice everyday player. Right through there for a strike.
Well, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
Got the bat going too soon and strike two. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All three pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Olsen stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Swing and a miss at a slider.
0-2.
Just off the outside corner. And a count 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Strike three, and that's two in a row.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Kelnick in the box again, takes a strike. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-2. Two down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the eighth. Headed towards the corner. And it jumps the wall in foul territory for an automatic double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, Boog. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. And you know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
Stepping in, Drake Baldwin. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Brings it in, and that'll do it. No runs, one hit, no errors, and a man left. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Mets 5 and the Braves nothing. Now up to hit, Francisco Lindor.
The shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Elder back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Yeah, that's fouled off. That one almost got him. Liner, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for the Mets, the right fielder,
Juan Soto up now for the Mets. Elder checks the runner. Lindor back in there. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. Throw to second. Out.
Well, this is a real momentum killer after the leadoff single. Tried to steal second base on the first pitch. Defense was all over it. Nicely done from behind the plate with the catch and throw. Then a quick tag before he reaches the base.
One down, base is empty.
1 ball, 1 strike.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. There's a swing and a drive. And it is gone. And he's gone yard again. That's his third home run of the game. And they boost their lead. It's 6-0. Zingy, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he is really seeing the ball well in this one. He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
At the plate, Pete Alonso. With the shift on, hits right into it, whips it across, and that takes care of Alonso.
The left fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
2 down, bases empty. Here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. 0 for 3 in this one. And there's a foul ball. Next pitch is outside. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still able to fire over, and the throw is late. They couldn't overcome the misplay.
I think he got a little casual on that play and took it for granted a little bit. So maybe just as much of a mental mistake as a physical one. And with 2 outs, that's a tough one to swallow for the entire defense.
Runner at first with 2 away. So up next for New York, Mark Vientos. And a foul ball. One run across in the frame so far. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. The throw in. Safe. Not in time to get him, and it's 1st and 3rd with 2 away.
The catcher, number 4, Francisco.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Francisco Alvarez. 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. Two on, 2 outs. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. In comes the run from third. And it's an RBI single, and they're pulling away up by 7 now. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Bryce Elder will depart, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
number
Atlanta.
63 will take
Number
over here.
63.
Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days.
Pilar.
So 2 on with 2 away. So now here's the Mets DH, Tyrone Taylor. On the ground to third, Riley. They take the force out. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. So 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 error, but 2 are left stranded. Through 8 full, it's the Mets 7 and the Braves nothing.
Now pitching for
Taking
the Mets.
over on the mound for the Mets,
Number
Oscar
43.
Brazoban.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. You still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Allen leading things off and takes a strike. Ground ball, Alonso, and he takes it himself for the out.
The batter, the center fielder, Michael Harris.
Now the leadoff spot for the Braves, Michael Harris II. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Hit on the ground to the right side. And foul ball. Brazoban in his 3rd season, 35 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Sets him down on strikes. Now only one out remaining.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And the count is 1-1.
One strike.
They say you win.
1-2.
Razabon is just one strike away. And they'll do it again. The 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Checks his swing, appeal to third. Yes, he did. It's ruled a swing and a strikeout, and this ball game is over.
They say records are meant to be broken, but 27 wins, breaking the all-time record of 26. Just never thought that we would see it. Incredible accomplishment. This is the type of run that they make movies about. So get ready. It's probably coming to a big screen near you.